Within the accursed multidimensional nexus known as the Obsidian Tower, two heroes aspiring to join or rejoin the mysterious Coriander Society have connected to a network full of evil lore and dark magic infested by digital arcane fiends. They've wound their way through the security defenses, pried their way into places that no mortal was ever meant to go, but it seems they may have tripped up just a little bit too far, and now their actions within this arcane universe are reaching out to affect the real world, and deep beneath them in the deepest vaults of the Obsidian Tower, a door that should have remained sealed slides open. And now we begin Coriander Society episode 98. Tormented by Gnomes, your Dungeon Master, Ninja Man Matt, and Pods of War. Let us get right back to it. You are still connected to the gargoyle network of the Obsidian Tower. Lakura was with you moments ago, but has now de-res. Their login session abruptly ended. In the middle of accessing one of the forbidden nodes, something was tripped deep inside the network. And both of you feel very distant, numb, almost like it's happening to somebody else, jostling, a bumping. Neither of you see the other move except perhaps to react, but there's no actual momentum behind it. It just feels as if somebody's shaking you.
And there's nothing perceptible about it other than the actual movement. We don't see, or aside from the nudge, do we feel any continual touching?
Yes, you feel pain in your lower leg, John, but it's this weird distant phantom pain, like something scratching you. And Asena, you feel a very heavy weight on your shoulder.
Well, considering we bumped into a nigh undetectable weird moss doorframe thing, I can only imagine that considering we opened some weird vault full of screaming and a distance threat, we should probably either get out of here and or investigate that. So John's going to take out the rod of changing and summon the Triton of the Changing Tides and see if whatever's messing with his leg or pushing against him is perceptible to touch by this thing and can be either attacked, or if something's there, John's going to try and get out of here.
Doesn't feel like anything's there. And Asena, if you were to move your hand over to where the thing is on your shoulder, you don't feel anything there either.
I don't know what's going on.
Do you feel something as well, Asena?
Is it inside of us?
Oh gosh, don't say that. And John's going to use the angelic seals to activate the seals of temperance on both Asena and John. The next wisdom savings that they make, they're going to add a +5 to it. So in case this is in our minds or something, maybe it can help us overcome whatever this sensation is. Asena, I suggest we go back to the gargoyle we came from. We've secured quite a lot of nodes, and perhaps if we get enough time, we can come back here and continue exploring this dark web in the future.
Yeah. I agree. I don't really like the look of this, or the feel of it, I should say.
By the way, mate, how is that big old spider thing that we blew up earlier? Is it unscathed after Asena and John's assault?
Oh yeah, you siege moded the crap out of it, right?
We shot it with Island's Bane, we shot it with the Element Barrel Blaster, we shot it with the big siege cannon, and we blew up the red barrels that were there. Well, the virtual red barrels.
Oh yeah, no, that's what set this whole thing off. It exploded and the thing that it was in charge of got discombobulated. So yeah, it's
oh, okay.
It's solved. That problem has solved itself. In fact, it's not even there anymore, and neither is the node it was protecting. It's just sort of yeah,
the node's gone as well.
Yeah, like you blew it. It's almost like
good.
in this digital world, you blew up the floor and it fell through the thing fell through the floor. The data itself is damaged, which is why something got triggered. Whatever system this controlled inside the tower got activated. Speaking of activating things, John, a John Carmichael Streamloo's card has been played with the tagline, I'm a wizard. So you get an extra up to fourth level spell bullet or spell tattoo. Says it has to be used in this scene, but if this doesn't turn into an action scene, you can use it in this episode.
Okay, and I figured we can't use magic here, right? Or at least I can't use magic here anyway.
Because you used the manacles on yourself. Now you've used spell bullets already, but the spell tattoos are part of you. They aren't bullets that fly separately from you. So
okay, yeah, that's right. We said bullets and glyphs; those were fine. It's just actual spells. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Then with your permission, John's gonna cheese it back where we came from.
All right. You pass by
I
the.
think we were also sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We were discussing taking a short rest after that guy. Did we do that?
I don't know if we had the time.
No, because you blew that guy up and then everything exploded, and that's literally where we ended.
Thankfully, we didn't use many resources other than, the giant barrel.
Speak for yourself.
You burned a lot of focus.
Yeah. That's my fault because I said let's kill that guy first and then take a rest instead of the opposite.
It was a good plan. I was honestly very down for that. It made a lot of sense on many avenues.
Yes, on your way out, don't forget to submit your paperwork in triplicate regarding that loan application that you filed earlier.
Yes, of course. By the way, Noble Spider-Man, what was that thing back there? The weird gear crab. What was that all about?
I'm sorry, I'm restricted to this particular area. That's outside my jurisdiction. Besides, it sounds dreadful. Not something I'd want to deal with at all.
Oh, no, you wouldn't have anything to do with that, of course. So have a nice day.
Yes, understandable. Have a nice day. Now, you've done a good job of securing these nodes along the way, so if all you want to do is rush back to the gargoyle, that's not going to be a problem. Would the two of you like to rush back to the gargoyle?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, in case it's important, mate, can you just put one of those little gold nodes next to the Spider-Man? Because I did secure that one as well last episode.
I shall do so. When you return back to what we'll hesitantly call the real world, John, you've discovered the source of the pain you were feeling. It was Chester frantically scratching at your leg, but it was affecting your body, which felt so very distant from your mental self. Asena, that heavy weight you felt was Dargan putting his huge neck and head on your shoulder and sort of just bumping you.
Oh, God.
Dargan, why are you on me?
Something moved down below. Many somethings. Perhaps many somethings to eat.
What is down below?
None of our business. We should leave that to Anonymous to deal with. I think for now, we should just get the heck out of here.
Oh.
Speaking of which, the Castellan of the Obsidian Tower rounds the corner, picking up scrolls and papers that he seems to have dropped. And he stares through his spectacles at John and telepathically, I don't know what I expected to happen when you accessed that system, but I should have expected this. The eldritch vaults have been opened, John.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, Anonymous. We're gonna go ahead and mosey on out of here, but when we come back, hopefully you'll have resolved whatever that lower problem. You can take care of it, I'm sure.
Oh, I imagine this could take me quite some time to resolve, John. In fact, it's probably best if you don't return.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I'll put that on my calendar. Never, ever come back to here. Okay, cool. Got it, Anonymous. We'll never see you again. Goodbye.
I should be so lucky.
John goes ahead and lowers his arm down, picks up Chester, and kind of scratches him behind the ear. Thanks for the warning, bud. Didn't really work, though, because we had no idea what that was. Next time, I'll have a good idea.
Meow.
And is Jord to the left or to the right, mate? John should remember.
Jord is to the... I don't think it's either. Oh, Jord is up and to the right. So if you go back to the portal room that you were just in and then continue walking upwards, you'll get to it.
Okay, perfect. Well, then John's just gonna sidle right by Anonymous and, kind of give him one of those nice little shoulder claps and then continue moving on.
Asena, assuming that you pass by as well, Anonymous just sort of gives you a simple nod.
I'm as I walk by, I'll wink at him.
His nose twitches and he tilts his head in perhaps the most legitimately fox-like gesture you've seen from the ancient Yugoloth fiend.
You better hope we don't come back.
Just don't bring me in.
Whoa.
Asena, are you sure you don't stare daggers at him?
That wasn't said with Riz. That was said with "don't bring him" because I don't like him. Just to clarify, he was no
I don't
Riz was
know.
applied. You know, I never upgraded this with the new dynamic lighting because we've been playing this game for so long. But
Right.
anyways, if you continue following this path up and then to the left, you'll enter a door that has portals to Jord and Zelzosh, a world that John has been to and Asena has not yet been to, probably because there isn't much to see there, as well as two other portals that I don't believe that you've ever explored. And perhaps another day there will be time for that. But that day is
Hey, mate,
not
just
today.
FYI, Chester's stuck in the wall. He can't move.
That happens sometimes.
Can you extricate him?
Yeah, you got to watch those curves in the geometry. It's like Skyrim. You bring a bowl and you just put the bowl in front of you and walk towards it, and you can clip through reality. It's great.
It is great, except when that happens.
Mm-hmm. In this chamber
Yes.
are 4 portals, as well as another gargoyle console interface thing. Yes, you do know that the one to the right leads to Jord. Or actually, it originally led to whatever Senapulker's home world was. But now it
Yeah.
leads to Jord. You
Yeah,
also
yeah.
know that Asena asked her maybe mom, Jasmine Ruiz Carrington, back in the world of Jord, to try to use her money and influence to acquire the portal from its place in the exhibit in the museum. However,
Yeah.
the General Sugomo, who you also happen to know is a member of the Pact Malefic, the evil organization that originally owned this multidimensional structure, offered to help her and very helpfully transported it, and it's now in military custody. Fortunately for you, you came up with a plan that I did not foresee, because the person you're trying to rescue, Coriander agent Hank McCarthy, is also in military custody. So as long as everything's in the same spot, seems like a good thing to do. Now, you are low on resources, as we previously discussed, Asena, and you don't know what awaits you on the other side. What decisions will you make? What will you do? How will you go about this?
Well,
Should we just walk through?
I think so. We walk through and then come what may. If we can find some place to take a little rest, who knows? Maybe we can take a little cat nap. And if we can't, I'm sure we'll manage. We always do.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll all just be sleeping.
Perhaps that.
Okay, so the
Dargan?
official policy is YOLO.
Yes.
What?
Are you ready to go through this portal?
Yes. If we are not eating the things below, we must leave.
Yeah, I want to know more about the things below, but maybe we talk about that later. Why, did you go down there?
No,
What did you do? Just sit?
I felt the world change. I felt my bones changing.
Like growing?
It feels weird, but I know where they are. I feel them getting closer.
You feel who?
Them. I don't know.
You know, I kind of feel like I'm talking to myself right now. Is this what it's like?
You were speaking to us.
It's pretty darn close. Yeah. How about you, Chester, my lad? Do you feel weird? Do your bones ache in an undescribable way? Yeah, I think it's pretty bad. Asena, do your bones feel weird?
I don't think so. Just when Dargan was leaning on me on my shoulder, like that was weird.
Speaking of leaning on shoulders, I think we should all kind of group up, hold hands, and when we get where we're going, depending on the situation, I think I'll cast some sort of illusion to make our group appear as if something else, whatever's appropriate where we go.
So we are gonna pretend to be the portal?
That's a pretty good idea, actually. We can just stand right next to the portal, pretend to be the portal, and just kind of hang out for an hour or so. Let you catch your strength back.
It's like prop hunt.
It's a pretty good idea. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. John's he can see the portal on this side. He's gonna remember what the portal looked like on the other side, and he's going to cast using a at-will effect from his warlock lineage, silent image, in order to make a object no more than a 15-foot cube appear as a glowing portal. Although in this case, it won't be a glowing portal; it'll be an inactive portal. Whatever the portal in the museum of Jord looked like. He has notes in his phone about it.
Give me one sec. Time. This changes things in a fun way.
Oh, you like prop hunt, Mr.
I love prop hunt. Prop hunt is great. Okay, are you ready to enter the portal?
No,
we are. Oh no. Wait, what?
I wanted to check. I wanted to check with the DM because I believe Dargan should have gotten a treasure while we were gone.
That's correct. Somebody deployed a treasure for Dargan. Dargan has a bone, a femur.
However, several, mate.
We've all got bones. All right. So no, he has in his mouth a femur. It's too large to be human. And it has runes carved into it, abyssal runes carved in, and it seems to have been stained in the gaps with blood.
Oh. Like purposely?
Yes. You know how when you're painting minis and you need to get the fine details, you sort of like you paint into the gaps and then you dry brush on top so that it's not as messy. Yeah. Somebody did that here, but with blood.
Oh.
To fill in the scratched runes.
Crazy. Okay, also, I'm not going to notice that yet, but...
In that same vein, we also have a pending inspiration last week from whoever needs it. And since Asena has less inspiration than John, I think Asena should have the inspiration.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. We need you strong. We need you powerful.
Yeah, I only have 2.
You should have 3 now, right?
I have... No, because one's for Dargan.
Oh, one of those was for Dargan. I see.
I'll be fine, though. It'll be good. Okay, now we're ready.
We're ready.
Okay.
We hold hands, we hold cats, we hold dragons, we hold everything, and then we become a portal and then go through a portal.
All right. You have now become a portal and you step through the portal. I heard you like portals. As you step through, for John, as usual, a moment of weightlessness. For Asena, a plunge into the exhilarating, almost icy brisk freedom of the infinite silver sea of the astral plane. And then after that, it's very cramped and it's very dark.
Oh. Are we in a box?
You're in a safe.
Oh. I see a door. Can I click on the door?
Yes, and if I did my job right, it's locked. Because it's a safe.
Yes.
And the safes are not
ping everyone that the door is locked? Oh my god. Sorry, you were saying?
No, just you're in a safe, and it was not designed to be open from the inside. It was designed to be open from outside.
Oh, so there's not even a way to like attempt it from the side?
Not on purpose. Not one that's built in.
It should be easier to open from the inside. There's got to be safety features for that.
Yes, there would be normally safe people who build safes. Like Asena is right. Build ways to get out in case you get trapped inside.
Unless the safe was built by the mob.
That is possible. That being said, I feel like, can we not see it? We have dark vision, both of us. Can we not see anything, or is it literally this small?
It's literally this small. It's very cramped.
Is this a buttload of treasure in here?
Nope, that's the portal.
That's the portal. Okay.
You can't really see it though, because one, you are a portal, and two, it's very small.
Well, technically, we just look like a portal. Okay. Well, John is going to. Oh, you got something for us, Asena?
No.
John is going to investigate the inside of the safe to see. John's been a Coriander agent for some time before his 10-year hiatus. And prior to that, he worked alongside local law enforcement and federal bureaus. So he's got a pretty good idea about how to look for, crazy mob stuff. His investigation's off the charts. So I'm going to see if I can find if there is some sort of, craftsman safe within the safe word,
Okay.
safe deposit.
Roll
Get
an
me outta here.
investigation for a safe word deposit box.
Perfect. I look for safe word deposit box and I say 21.
All right. John, you've discovered two things. One, though this safe was not designed to be opened from the inside, with a little bit of work, a little bit of digging, drilling, application of the right kind of magic, you could access, it is more vulnerable from the inside than the outside, even though it wasn't designed to be open from this side. So there's nothing you can physically access, but if you can just like drill or melt through with acid or otherwise kind of get into the door, if you tried from the other side, you'd probably hit some security measures, but they weren't designed from the inside. You also notice a glyph.
Yep.
Oh.
On the inside, covering almost the entire door. A glyph of blade barrier. If triggered, it will fill the entire inside of the safe with whirling, razor-sharp blades made of magical energy. Every creature inside there will take 6d10 slashing damage. And it lasts up to 10 minutes.
Would John be able to counter such an effect?
How would you go about doing so?
It's
a level 6 glyph of... Yeah, it's a level 6 glyph of warding. It holds a level 6 spell inside of it. So if you can dispel a level 6 spell, then it'll work.
Well, I can't automatically guarantee that I'll be able to do it, but I can certainly try.
Yeah, and you could use your Coriander Agent John Carmichael card to have a free dispel magic if you wanted.
That sounds incredible. I think I would love to do that.
Okay.
I'll make it a spell bullet.
You're just gonna, all right, everyone, stand back.
Stand back.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be the scene from Star Wars when they shoot inside. It's magnetically sealed. All right. Now, if it is a bullet and you shoot at the right point, you could also use this to like shoot a hole in one of the plates that you can then get tools into to do your dirty.
Nah, I think I'm going to hold off on that because bullets are loud.
Bullets are loud.
If anything, I'd use the variant element blaster and I would just near a bunch of like radiant energy or something to bore a hole through it.
So we're going to burn this card to have a spell tattoo of Dispel Magic that you can just sort of like peel off and place on top of the glyph and then activate it.
Question, does it say John has to have it?
Yes, because it's your card, it goes to you.
No worries. Okay then. Yeah, John's going to go ahead and pull up his sleeves. He just so happens on one of the inner areas of his under forearm. He's got a glyph of his own, a glyph of remove glyph, as it were. As he goes ahead and traces the symbols on his arms, activating the magic, there is a light purple glow on the inside that spreads out into a more deep amethyst color, kind of like shining through with bits of various flecks ranging from like clear to purple. And as he pulls the tattoo away from his hand, he's going to go ahead and just gently place it upon the blade barrier glyph, activating the magic.
Roll an intelligence check. DC 16.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and add a deduction die to this because I don't want to fail this. So let's, oh God, we got one of those left now. Jeez. Okay. And here we go. Where is, oh, here we go. Counterspell is my magic. Oh yeah.
18.
18.
The lines of your spell overlap directly with the glyph, shutting it down, and the magic fades away. However, at that exact moment, as the spell sort of slightly ripples and shudders and vibrates that panel, you hear a clunk inside the mechanism of the safe. Somebody played an armor malfunction card.
Oh, great.
And the armor malfunction card says that like a plate, one of the words it uses is a plate falls away. And I figure, hey, there's plates inside this safe, and this is a complication card, so it's supposed to make your lives more difficult. So as you dispelled the thing, one of the inner mechanisms jammed.
Oh, goody. Mate, question.
Well?
Is this one of those safes where, let's say if John was able to bore a couple of like handhole size like nodules in here, would the right application of strength from Asena be able to like move this thing on like a hinge that we can damage and then like kind of just pop it off?
If you melted the right places, yeah. You got a 21 on your investigation, so I think that you would know the places that you'd need to give her access. Like right now, she could just try, you could just try to bust it open if you want, Asena, but it's going to be a really difficult check with a little bit of mechanical manipulation and probably pretty loud. With a bit of mechanical manipulation, it's likely to be easier.
So we're trying to do it quietly.
Yeah, quiet. So no one knows we're here. Or we can just stay. No one knows we're here. We can just stay here for an hour, get a little bit of a rest, and then try.
I mean, we still look like the portal, right? So
yeah.
Between
how
the
long
four of
can
you,
we be a portal?
I don't think you're gonna have enough oxygen. You have a
Well, that was
Dargan
my
in
next
here.
question.
Clearly, all we need is an oxygen tank. Don't you have one of those?
Yes, actually, before I lost my case of caring, I certainly did have an oxygen tank, but now I merely have, and John lists 20 million items that are in his current bag of holding that don't bring any use to our current situation.
Wait, we haven't found all your stuff yet?
No, it's just that John's previous bag of holding was a powerful item he created that allowed him to Mary Poppins crap out of the bag. Not only did he have everything that was in the bag, but a certain number of times per day, he could expend charges in order to basically draw from another plane of existence the item that he needed at that time. So he always had something at his fingertips, and then the Pact Malefic destroyed it, and he needs to make a new one. It's just going to take, we haven't had enough time, but I'm hoping soon we'll be able to reanimate the case of carrying once more. And maybe Asena can have one, and we can both have really cool, like coriander-inspired briefcases that we can carry around everywhere.
I could pull so many things out of there.
So
like
many things.
Different colored glow sticks.
And wooden spoons. I mean, come on. What do you need other than glow sticks and wooden spoons in this multiverse?
I think you have
Metal
enough wooden
spoons
spoons.
and tin spoons.
You bite your tongue, sir. That was a, you can never have too many wooden spoons. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We have a lot of friends.
So many friends. Actually,
Okay.
5 friends.
We have like 5.
Okay, yeah, John's going to pull out the Very Element Blaster. He's going to measure Asena's hands, make sure he has the proper area to put these grips, and set about working on them with his. Now, I believe Radiant is the only one that's really going to be probably useful here. Because, well, I mean, would fire act like a blowtorch?
This is a fire safe, so it's resistant to fire. It's not immune, but it's resistant. But saves are usually designed to survive that. Radiant is your best bet here, I think.
Yeah, I figured. Radiant sounded like it would be pretty darn good. Yeah, that's too loud. That's too cold. That's too zappy. So yeah, let's go with the laser.
Okay. You set it to laser mode. Everybody puts on their welding masks. including Chester and Dargan. Don't ask where they got them, but
yes.
And I'm going to have you roll an attack roll instead of a skill check of any kind with the variable element blaster to represent your efforts.
Okay. I'm all about that. Am I allowed to overcharge with this, or do I need to just do regular attacks?
This is about precision. The last thing you want is just pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, we're going to be here a little bit. That's okay. Just let me know when I need to stop. I'm
just roll one attack. This is like a skill check.
Okay.
I'm not combining damage. I'm just having you roll a skill check, except it's an attack roll.
Hold on. Okay, wait. Now I understand what you mean. I would like, before you tell me anything, I want to use a deduction die on that.
Okay, how many do you have left?
That was my last one.
Unlucky.
So I rolled a
15.
Oh, God. So let me go ahead and add 1d8 deduction die.
18.
A 3 for an 18, and I only rolled a 3 on that. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize. Now, question, I have my own luck die, but then we have the luck die that we got from last session. I only used one of my 2. Is it gone because it's in the session thing, or do we still have one? Okay, it's gone then. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and use. Man, I only have one luck die left. I'm going to use an inspiration.
Okay.
To re-roll that because I can do better than a 3. I cannot believe it.
Can you though?
Fine, my last luck die. This can't happen. This cannot happen. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I rolled 3 3s? Wow, I burned through all my luck. That's dreadful.
Wow.
And I rolled a 3 on the deduction die. That's 4 3s rolled in a row.
That's a sign.
Crazy.
I don't know what of, but it's a sign for sure.
Half evil, 3 3 3 on those d20 rolls. Okay, well, an 18, and that's not awful. It's just not what I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm. No, you've melted some holes in there. You burn a couple in there, and everybody's eyes would be blasted out because of the pure darkness versus the brilliant light of the radiant energy that you're firing into that solid steel compound door. But you made a couple of holes, and you can go ahead and explain to Asena exactly where to lift and how to adjust it in order to force the door open. Somewhat quietly, relatively quietly. No louder than a normal safe opening, if this goes correctly.
John does just that.
Okay. Asena, unless you have something specific you want to do or some sort of trickery or spice you want to throw on this is going to be an athletics check.
Okay. I don't have anything except for my sheer might and will.
Okay, you got a 24 on your sheer might and will check.
Wow. That's pretty good.
And it takes a moment, and it involves like reaching in and pulling a couple of the gears and then bending one of the rods out of the way and then just lifting the whole thing up. And against all odds, it swings open. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. It's a very small room. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Behold, another door.
Another one.
What are your passive perception scores?
That would be a 22.
Okay. John, now that you're out of this solid steel safe, you can hear noise of conversation, mumbling, soldiers marching and training. The sound of a military base. You can also tell, however, that this room has extra reinforced walls. It's largely a wooden structure, but this room, it's not just a safe in there. This room has been given additional insulation and support. This is a strong room.
So question, you said made of wood, but also reinforced. Does that mean like it's encased in metal?
Yes.
Okay. So inside looky nice, outside looky warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's not so sealed that you can't hear people and sort of get the idea that you're not exactly in the center of this building and this building isn't too big.
But it sounds fairly busy.
Yeah, it's fairly busy. And there's other buildings on the camp.
Would John and Asena be able to, before entering, kind of give an investigation in this room and just make sure there's no traps of any kind that are set off to go, like the magical trap we found in the safe?
Roll perception if you're not actually entering the room, if you're just sort of like scanning around with your eyeballs. Both of you roll perception.
Oof. Another 3? Are you kidding me? Yeah, 15.
Okay. You don't see anything. You do see that the door is a reinforced metal door with a lock on it.
Yeah.
Nowhere near
Yeah.
as
Oh.
substantial as the safe, but a lock nonetheless.
Can we be loud with this one, or
Well, the only issue if we're loud with this one is the people outside would very likely hear us, right?
yeah?
But here's the nice thing. When they open it up, they're just going to see a portal that's been broken. Well, they'll see that the safe's been broken into from the inside, and then they're going to see that the portal is still there. So, oh my gosh, you know what we could do? Asena, I have it. I have a brilliant idea.
What?
Do you want to pin this on someone else?
What do you mean? Who?
So
And how?
we could either be insane jerks to the action squad, or we could just pretend we could invent a villain. What we could do is we leave a little note on the ground, like a calling card. You know, like how some really back. Actually, we're in Northport. Remember that movie we went to, that picture we saw where there was that character that they called them the Phantom, and whenever they would steal, they would leave some kind of a mark that had like a little ghost and a top hat on there, and that way they knew, ooh, the Phantom struck, and then they would get like ransom notes for whatever was stolen or whatnot, or they just knew, someone is a master thief and they're stealing things or leaving their calling card, proving they can break into places. What if we fabricate that? We leave a cool little card on the ground, so when we open it, they come to check. Oh no, the door has been broken. Oh no, the safe has been broken into, but from the inside out. And there's a calling card left, but wait a minute, nothing was stolen. They must be proving that they can get past our defenses. Tomorrow we'll make everything even stronger, and then today we get to just take this thing and leave. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that. What are we gonna do? Just draw a little card?
Yeah. Well, do more than draw. I have this. John indicates his now dark matrix hard lights dual disc. And with that, he's able to take a card and he can do that like laser etch on it in order to make it look a little more official and not just that someone just drew on a card.
Oh. I was just gonna draw a picture, but this is better.
I mean, both are good. Because like technically the picture would be like the Phantom Year One, whereas this calling card is like, ooh, established Phantom. So it depends on, where you want them in their career.
Asena was just like imagining, like writing, like drawing stick figures and writing like the Action Squad. Call us today.
That's pretty on point. In fact, call us today. We show you. We'll, like the defense contractors, where you hire them to break into your stuff to show what the faults are, and we can do one of those for the Action Squad. So that way, they're going to show up and talk to the Action Squad, and they're going to go, "What? What are you talking about?" They're going to go, we see you're a true professional," and they're going to go back and forth, not understanding that neither of them know what the other one's talking about. And like, when you call one takeout place and you call another takeout place, and you have them talk to each other as like a prank, it'll be like that, but with the Action Squad and the government
No.
of Northport.
How do you have two phones? Oh, we do
Yes.
have two phones.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm down to blame this on the Action Squad, but what does that mean? Are we just gonna leave the portal here?
Well, no, it's just when if they hear us. So here's the thing: if we break this thing
hear
open
us.
and no one hears us, then we're scot free. But if they do hear us, this is our backup plan to they'll go, oh, it wasn't John and Asena that broke in here; it was the Action Squad, and apparently they're defense contractors, and they're going to tell us how to shore up this problem. We must merely call this number on the back that John absolutely would remember the Action Squad's number.
Where are we gonna
He would.
hide?
We're going to be the portal.
Oh, right.
So at the very worst, we'll just grab a hold of the portal, and as they move it somewhere else, a safer place, we're going to be with it, and we can just break out of that place when we get there.
You know what? I think I'm thinking too much about this, and that's not my expertise. We should just do it.
I was wondering why you were asking so many questions, but I'm really, I'm here for it. This is great. This is exactly what I've been hoping for. So no,
this is who you wish I was.
You
way
know,
back when.
It's less of a who I wish you were, and more like a I always knew you'd get there. If that makes sense.
That's so much nicer.
All Asenas are valid, and no matter where we are in our relationship, I'm happy that we're partners. Now, what do you think of this card?
What are you showing me? What is it looking like?
It looks exactly like your stick figure one, but done in like professional. So it combines we're year one, but obviously like we've got money.
It's a laser cut, filigreed, embossed business card for the action squad with a watermark, but it's stick figures.
It's perfect. They look stupid.
I know. Isn't it great? And John holds the card towards Asena, and then as soon as she grabs hold of it, he's going to go, okay, on 3. 1.
Wait. What are we doing on 3? Just pushing?
We're just going to put it on the ground. But I feel like we should do it together. We both, came up with it.
Okay.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. And John starts pulling the card down, hopefully not ripping the newly embossed card.
Put it on the ground.
And at that exact moment, Dargan eats it.
No!
Dargan!
Are you kidding me?
I did not give you permission to eat that. Spit it back up.
You said on 3.
On 3 what?
5.
Dargan spits it up. Unfortunately, Dargan is a void wormling with stellar breath, and so what he spits up is both sloppy saliva and also partially incinerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. John pulls
so
out a card.
readable?
I made 50.
Okay, at 48, laser embossed action squad business cards to your inventory.
Yes, I was hoping you'd say something like that. I get to write more stuff on my character sheet. No.
All right, so is the card now on the ground?
Yeah.
All right, what next?
Okay, so about that door. Do you think this would work? And she's gonna bring out her vibroblade.
Yeah.
You think that'll cut through a door?
I think this was one of the few things that was truly made for. This will be its hole.
It might be loud.
Wait, but I thought it was a vibroblade. Shouldn't it kind of go?
Yeah, but when you cut through
I've
metal,
never used it.
cutting through metal is loud. I'm just gonna say that. Like,
To me, in a army base, I feel like is better than
entirely possible. Entirely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind, and John just holds up the element blaster. This is relatively quiet. We could just kind of melt it. I've also got a vial of acid.
Let Asena do her thing. Just use an illusion to dull the noise.
Hey, that sounds incredible. John's going to use their special gimmick where he summons the little noise field. Kind of just make it sound like white noise.
Maybe it'll put them to sleep.
Ooh, that's an incredible idea.
If this is what you want to do, just like I had John roll an attack with the variable element blaster, I'm going to have you roll an attack with the vibroblade, but we're not paying attention to the damage. We're treating the attack roll like a skill roll.
Ooh.
Okay. I clicked it. It didn't do anything. Oh, I don't have it as an attack.
That probably
I've literally never used it. It's not in my weapons. It's in my items list.
Oh, well, we need to add that then.
Did I not add that? I thought I had that on my to-do list like ages ago.
I know you did.
Totally
I thought I did something
that.
about it.
Yeah, I thought we both did something about that.
Yeah, I was all proud of myself because I thought we invented to where it was going to add the extra cumulative 1, but I guess not.
I have the pole axe.
Here, hold on a moment.
The Exarch poleaxe? Yeah, that's what the thing is. That's the vibroblade.
Oh, okay. It's
Wait.
just called different things.
Yeah, it's just
Hold on
called,
a moment.
because this isn't like a small thing. This is it's like a glaive, an electro vibro glaive from planet Lacunas. It's on there. It's totally on there. It was just a naming thing.
But wouldn't it make sense that an Exarch vibro blade from the future would like fold up like some of that awesome Mass Effect tech?
This one does not.
Unfortunate.
It makes sense, but this one was taken off an elite guard who didn't need to do that stuff. But you have room. It's not like you don't have enough room in here.
Whoa.
Does a 25 work?
Yeah, 25 will do. John, roll an Arcana check to dull the sound.
Roger that. Me boy. Arcana. A natural 20 for a
Complete
29.
Damn.
And utter silence. Sorry, I meant
Wait, what did you mean?
I meant
I know what you meant.
yes, that was silent because that's the
That's
joke,
quiet.
Matt.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, here we go.
All right. Beyond is an armory.
Oh my god, another one.
The weapons
Oh my
in this
gosh.
room look more advanced than typical weapons of Jord. These are not the standard issue rifles that a Commonwealth soldier would be issued.
Well, dang. I guess we need to load
Why
up.
Why would they leave these all here just for me to take?
Exactly. And John and Asena start just scooping guns into their bags of holding.
Okay, I see like 32 postmodern assault rifles.
Oh my
If you wanna-
god. I
if you
do
wanna
see
take-
those now.
All of them, yeah.
And that's part of the defense contractor thing, right?
For all of our friends.
We'll arm the world. Well, only like 32 people in the world, but we'll arm the world. Before they start taking things, John is going to change the image that was protecting them with sound, and he's
Mhm.
going to drop it on both John and Asena. Asena and John now have black latex bodysuits, trench coats, eyeglasses, and he says, I'm going to need a gun. And then he strikes a pose.
Guns, lots of guns. All right. You hear faint conversation on the other side of the door, which is yet another reinforced door. Where else do you
many
keep a
doors
freaking magical
are there?
portal? But yeah, you can hear voices on the other side.
Mate, why is this like an inferno, by the way?
Because that's the graphic I pulled.
All right, understandable. Have a nice day. Is there like a actual lock we can try to like, put something through to see the other side or perceive the other side?
It was not designed that way.
Ah,
This is an armory door, behind which is a vault door, behind which is a vault. It's not designed for you to be able to peek through the keyhole. Now,
Yeah,
you could listen
that
at the
makes
door to try to hear, or you could try to figure out some other sort of ridiculousness if you want to pull something off, but just the old peek through the keyhole, not going to work.
I have an idea.
My favorite word in the dictionary.
Well, I mean, we could, we could be as, boring and simple as we've been with, using guns to solve our problems and
and
swords
leaving
to solve our
business
problems.
cards.
And, well, like you do. But I'm wondering if I could drop an inspiration on like a minor change in the world.
I'm listening.
So we've got this whole setup here, right?
Mhm.
And it seems to be that we're a vault within a vault,
Mhm.
So we do know that we're going to have to eventually break into this thing in order to make sure we can transport the portal. Or we're at least going to have to take all the pieces of the portal and shove them in the bag of holding to be rebuilt somewhere else. Or if this is a tractor trailer, we can just take it and leave. But regardless, we need to get out of here and presumably do it in a way where we can easily leave with the portal. So I'm wondering if either in the armory room or maybe in a panel connecting the vault to the actual inner nice looking vault, if this thing was manufactured somewhat incorrectly, and that, of course, everyone who did their quality checks didn't expect a wizard to go messing around and poking around, and one of the panels, like you said, with the last card that we dropped that like shifted and moved down, if we have another panel that just wasn't connected properly, I think that Pods could confirm when you're, trying to find a nice piece of property and it's being rush job because someone had to get it done at the last moment and they had to fulfill this production 9 thing for the general of Jord. Maybe something could have been overlooked or misdone and wasn't exactly put on properly. And so John and Asena locate it.
Are you talking about my tiny house?
I'm talking about your tiny house. But,
Sorry, I had to.
Your Honor, I'm just
Okay.
a simple alien chicken man from outer space, but I'm just wondering if we'd be able to find such a hole, such a misdirection in order to be able to slide and out of here.
So you want there to be a flaw in the wall that you can like open to leave the room?
Yeah. But like you could only find it if you were looking in a very particular way and pressing up against a very certain thing after it was transported here. When they found it originally on the sales floor, wherever it was perfectly fine. Or when it was brought and constructed here, it seemed to be in good order, but they had to rush job this because that portal only got brought here yesterday. So something wasn't done to code. And we exploit that.
I'll allow that. Oh, for one inspiration. I'll allow that.
Yeah, all right.
Now, the flaw that you have discovered will, with a little bit of distance, it's not a secret door. It's a thing that's going to require a little bit of work on your part.
Okay.
But it leads from here to here.
Okay, that's exactly where I wanted it. So there we go. Perfect. Asena, I think I found something that's... Oh, this is definitely giving way. Can you come over here and make it continue?
Like punch it?
Like punch it, yeah. But like
Oh, yeah.
softly punch it, like a nice punching
Soft
press.
punch.
Yeah, and then John summons the field of please don't hear us, please don't hear us, please don't hear us.
Asena, roll an unarmed attack to softly punch.
Okay.
Dirty 20. Yeah, that'll work.
Ooh. And did you require anything from me, or are we good?
Well, no, you're good for now.
Yes, thank you.
The bathroom. A bathroom.
Oh.
What? No! Are you kidding me? More! It's more doors!
Are we gonna hide the portal in the bathroom?
Oh my god, Asena. What if
What?
we flush the portal?
Yeah, we could flush it down.
That would work, right?
Do you have? Can you like make it smaller?
Oh, well, like temporarily, yeah, but temporarily, there we go. Oh. Okay, mate, I have a question now that Asena has brought up an absolutely ingenious idea.
Go on.
So what if we, take the entire portal, make it, reduced by half in all dimensions, and then take it apart rock by rock so it can fit down in there, and then when it comes back, it'll just be a bunch of boulders, and we can just, collect it and put it back together. You know what I mean?
I mean, it'll only be able to go through the system for a minute. So you'll need to make sure that
let me ask you this. On an army compound, would an army compound dare connect their sewers directly to a main line, or would they have some kind of military grade septic tank that they can control anything that comes and goes? And it's not going to go far.
But then we have to go into the septic tank later.
When I sat down to prepare this portal heist, you know what map I didn't prepare? A military grade septic tank map.
Or we could just open the door and see if there's another door behind that door.
I'm going to say, based on...
Yeah,
it is entirely possible that there is a military grade septic tank.
Or if we could just take the portal apart and put it in our bags of holding.
That was my first idea, but and this sounded so amazing. I thought,
Instead of flushing it down the maybe sewer, but maybe septic tank.
septic tank. I mean, on the one hand, glorious, dirty, awful success, and on the other hand, the portal's stuck in the septic system forever. Because after a minute, it's going to turn the pipes into a Mario Death Squad, and we're never getting that again. And this toilet's never working again.
Or we could just every time we had to go through
the portal, you just appear in the sewers. It's like a Mario pipe where you go through the portal and you just appear swirling out of the toilet. Chat played a secret passage card.
Is there seriously a poop passage here?
Yeah, I think there's a secret I think that. So here's the thing. Years ago, John Carmichael. Years ago. Oh, that's a really good idea. Das Unterminer.
Yes, Das Unterminer.
Yeah.
What?
So you guys bullied the crap out of Das Unterminer a while ago.
Yeah, you remember the Unterminer when the first time we encountered the Coriander Society agents that took us in.
Mm-hmm.
We went through a tunnel that the Unterminer had created. They made tunnels all across Northport.
So you happen to know.
Asena decided to check out. They're like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I draw the line at sewer exploration, all right?
You guys went to the sewer in like the first episode, though. Like,
I know,
under the Black Rose. Okay, yeah, we're gonna say I had an idea, but chat mentioned Das Unterminer. So we're gonna say that you happen to know that Das Unterminer in their nefarious schemes has attempted to dig into this area. And so you know that if you can get it down into the military grade septic tank, there is a passage you can use to escape into the sewers.
Mate, you know what would be perfect?
You
know that secret passage that we kind of found, we kind of half forced over here?
Mm-hmm.
What if that was formed because the Unterminer went burrowing up in here, and then his underground excavations ended up cracking part of the foundation and led to that degradation, to where if we are able to pry that just a bit more, we can go through a crag in this section between the walls until it goes to the Unterminer's lair.
Okay, but you're still going to have to shrink, even if you don't get flushed into the military-grade septic tank. Shrinking is still probably required.
We
probably
can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Or like Misty Step or something, because you can look through it, you know what I mean? I'm just going to say that there is a passage. It goes through down below, but it's too small for you to go through normally.
But as long as, like you said, if we could send a little exploration drone down there, map the space, and then we could you could even dimension door there. Because if we know where we're going, we can just bloop.
Just don't forget all your mission objectives.
Right, Hank McCarthy. Of course. We're not going to forget Hank McCarthy. We weren't going to do that. We were saying that we were just going to grab this portal and leave.
Yeah. Let's go back to the Obsidian Tower.
Hey, look, we brought a toilet. Wait, no, a portal.
Fuck Jord, we don't need it anymore.
You show up to Paracelsus, you're like, we have this portal and a toilet.
How would you like to go to the bathroom? How would you like to go to the Obsidian Tower, huh? What do you think, Coriander Man?
All right.
I opened the door.
John, you have a very high passive perception. When you go to open the door, you hear a conversation on the other side.
I do not open the door.
Okay.
Is there a keyhole or a crack in the floor or ceiling that John could exploit?
Bathroom. It's designed for privacy.
But it's a door. Doors sometimes suck. I'm just wondering if there's any way this door is sucking right now.
This door does not suck because this is a private bathroom.
Oh
no.
Well. Okay, then
it's not the nicest private bathroom, but it is a private bathroom.
John's gonna call Asena over. Asena?
Yes.
I found out that this is a private bathroom. This could very well be General Sugumo's latrine. You know what we have to do? Take everything nice in his little cabinet covered scenario here, his medicine cabinet, and then we need to destroy this place before we leave. We need to ruin it.
Okay. Like obviously or secretively?
Yes. We make a very obvious mess that's easy to clean up, and then while you're cleaning up the first mess, You find the second mess. It's dead. It's worse. And you know it's going to be Segumo that finds it because it's
On
a
the
fire
other-
bastard.
So you can sort of hear
He's talking to a walrus.
Someone's angry. I was trying to figure out what he was saying.
I heard words and thought, that man sounds like a walrus, and left it at that.
Okay. Do you want to do the bathroom stuff before the portal stuff?
You know, I think we should. But first, I think we should figure out what's going on over there. Don't you?
The voices? I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
Or we can take
just-
our long rest in the bathroom if you'd like. Short rest. Nap.
I'm just saying, we should probably get the portal wherever it needs to go and then do the rest of whatever we're supposed to do because we've been trying to get this portal for a while.
Then should we just go pack it up real quick? Just
Yeah,
dump it in the
yeah.
bags of holding?
And just flush it down the toilet.
Wait, why? But we found this. Why do we need to flush it down? We thought we weren't doing that anymore.
I thought we were. I thought that's what the secret passage was.
Well, that was plan A, and then Matt decided he didn't want to go crawling around in a
So we're
just
gonna-
That was plan number
We're
2.
just-
We now have plan number 4.
That was plan number 2. You.
So we're just gonna have an unused secret passage in the sewers.
Well,
no, the secret
we have-
passage lets you avoid the toilet and still sneak out to the sewers.
It's the Unterminer's tunnel, but part of it fractured,
Oh.
gave way, and made the secret passage we found the first time. So we can just
Okay.
kind of, we can either, it sounds like it's close enough where as long as we can look it down there, we can actually just do a little mini teleport. Do you happen to have Misty Step, Asena?
And I could planar slip.
Is that just
would-
you?
It is just her, and it would blow up the bathroom.
It would blow up the-
We've
Hey, we wanted to ruin this bathroom.
I'm just saying,
we've done
do
it
that-
before to where if we all hold hands, I can take people with me.
Did we make you spend inspiration to use that? Because that sounds like an advanced version of the tech. Because I think the planar slip normally only works on you, so I think you have to spend inspiration to power it up.
Oh no.
I don't think so, but I can look into it.
I just realized if we actually take
And
the
I can
portal
only
right
go
now,
to 30 feet.
they're going to think the action team stole it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what happens when you frame people, Matt.
Well, originally we were framing them to look like they broke in and took nothing, and they go, "Ooh, you're so mysterious and crazy." But now it's actual theft. So
Do you know what General
No,
Segumo
but this
is
is
going to
perfect.
do to those B-listers if he
this
finds
is
out?
perfect because if Hank's here and the action squad causes a distraction to kidnap him, and Hank works with them, so it's going to look like they came to rescue him.
Perfect.
I love it. Unintentional success. Let's do this.
Okay. So then we're not getting the portal right now because it can only be small for a very little amount of time.
Well, not if we put it in our bags of holding. If we just go ahead and cut,
perfect.
take pieces of it and dunk it in our bags of holding, we should be
okay.
Gucci.
All right, John,
Let's do
if
the
you're-
portal.
Arcana check to successfully disconnect it without causing a portal mishap.
Oh gosh, I could really use that short rest because I'm out of stuff that I really need to guarantee.
We're gonna rest after.
Oh god. Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't say that.
I only have 2 inspiration left. You can do this, Matt. You can do this, Matt. Can I use my frightful presence to inseminate the stones and work into listening to me? Are you sure? Like,
I'm positive.
it's a draconic aura. Only fools are positive. I think you should look into that.
You can't ugly the door down, John.
Well, damn.
Show me 3. Show me 3.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare say it. I'm still looking for bullshit. Hold on a moment. There's got to be something here, John.
Is your camera
scratches at his
monitor
neck.
working? Because it's right there.
What?
Never mind. Just roll the dice.
No. I thought I was onto it, and then I'm like, oh my god, that's so mean. And then I was like, no, wait, it couldn't possibly be.
No, it was mean. Correct.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I
That's
did tell you I
bullshit.
broke down before this, right? I did tell you I had a hard day before we came here. Let's
I'm
see.
breaking down right now.
Just
Matt.
roll it.
Let's roll the dice.
Fine, I'm rolling the die, but I'm not happy about it. I want to put on record that I'm not happy about it.
6.
6 is better than 3, but not by much.
15 total.
Hold on. You didn't even let me finish.
I just said 15 total. I didn't say if it succeeded or failed. All I said was 15 total. Go on.
I have a lucky die.
Could I have it?
Can John have my lucky die?
Yes, John can have your lucky die, but only because he asked nicely.
Can I have it?
I have this. Well, I have an idea. What if I had this? Please.
All right, roll again. Show me 3.
No, don't say that. Oh my god.
It's fine. You take the better of the 2. It just means that the luck dice was wasted. What else you got?
I have a greater seal. About the size of a sea lion. No, it's a warding seal.
Mm-hmm.
It normally is supposed to specifically, once I activate it, it prevents things like aberration, fae, fiends, and undead from being able to affect this the space. And so I'm wondering if I apply it here, would I be able to try to extend some sense of this could work?
That is not what that does. For a point of inspiration, you can modify it because thematically, I hear you and I agree with you, but it does need a little extra juice because it's designed to fight. Yeah.
I agree. Extra juice I give, and John will just change the target of this applicative use of seal.
Okay. And so as you detect a planar fluctuation while you're attempting to turn it down and the energies within the portal coalesce and twist and churn in unnatural ways, you apply the holy blessing of the archangels and stabilize it, forbidding it from rupturing the space-time continuum. Long enough for you, with Asena's help, to take the damn thing apart. And now that it's deactivated and it's not a plane or anything, you can stick it in a bag of holding without doing the whole thing that happens when you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding and they suck each other into oblivion. I'm going to rephrase that. And they all get sucked into oblivion. You prevented that. So congratulations, add disassembled portal to your inventory. Next to your 48 stick figure laser embossed business cards.
Yes. I will put half of a portal in. Asena will put the other half of the portal in her bag of holding.
Great. Asena, add half of a disassembled portal to your inventory.
Amazing.
Glorious.
No, I'm really glad we're not flushing this down the toilet.
No! What kind of crazy idea was that?
Yours.
Mine? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you positive?
We both thought it at the same time.
Yes, we're both on the hook for this one. No, stop. Dargan, you were too busy eating rags. You don't know anything.
Asena's going to grab more business cards and throw them at where the portal was.
It's a collection of business cards.
Subtract 3d6 business cards, please.
Oh, snap. Go ahead and roll 3d6 pot. Please, 3.
Show me 3.
If Gaston were here, we could jerry-rig this so that way when they found the missing portal, the business cards would just fly out.
True.
Yes.
8 minus 8 more business cards.
I now have 40 business cards remaining.
All right.
Okay, on to our next task.
There are 2 doors.
I could leave a seal here.
For what?
I could make it explode. If they were going to give us a blade barrier, they can walk in this room, see a bunch of business cards, and it explodes in their face. So it kind of does what you want.
I think it's okay.
I think you're right. That's too much.
There are 2 doors leading away from this area. 1, the fortified door that leads to and from the armory. 2, the non-fortified bathroom door that leads into some room. There are conversations happening in both areas. You can listen at the door or use whatever other weird techniques you'd like to try to do additional recon. Asena, you've also noticed, just based on sound and your own keen senses, that this is an exterior wall.
Like to outdoors.
Correct. Now, outdoors isn't in the middle of an army base,
But outdoors nonetheless.
but outdoors nonetheless.
Hey, mate, question.
Mhm. Yes,
This is a bathroom.
correct.
There's no window, I would assume.
Correct.
So that means there's a vent in here.
Correct.
And this is a private bathroom, meaning it's probably not a crappy little vent. It's probably a good vent without all the stank.
Correct.
I want to find the anti-stink vent.
You have found the anti-stank vent. It's not hidden.
How is it like solid snakeable
No,
or no?
no, it is not.
Is it like
I was
Mario?
gonna say I'm pretty large.
But what if you weren't for like 10 minutes?
Oh my gosh.
A reduced person would have some difficulty, but would be able to crawl through the vent.
Well, there we go.
I don't think
Or
Joe prepared a vent map.
I don't need a vent map. The building's
he
very
didn't
small.
prepare a
If you
dark
do- if you-
matrix either, but he made it happen.
Yeah, because I'm amazing. Now, are you going to shrink and go through the vents, or are you going to do something? Or are you going to go through the secret tunnel? What's the plan here?
Well, we got to find Hank first, but I think we're just looking
Correct.
for our escape route. We might come exit to the bathroom, and then we can leave.
think-
Oh, Maxwell Silverhammer can play when they leave, and then they're like, "She went out the bathroom window." And it's like, oh,
You
okay.
literally have a secret passage that leads into the tunnels below the city in this
That's a
room.
good point.
Chat
That's
played
very
a
good
card
point.
for it. We had a whole conversation about it.
Then quit. We need to leave. Then quit distracting us as we extricate ourselves from this man's bathroom.
Okay.
But you also need to find Hank.
Yes. Which I have a solution for that. Are you ready? What my solution for that is?
What?
Wait, what? Just a second. Where'd it go? Hold on. Wait a minute. Where is it? I know I have that spell. Where is that spell? Hold on a moment here.
Do you, though?
While John is doing that, I'm going to look in the medicine cabinet for a liquid.
Okay. There's some cough syrup. There's some shaving cream. There's some aftershave oil, rose water, soap.
Cough syrup will work.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a glow stick and I'm gonna break it. And I'm gonna put glow stick in the cough syrup.
Oh no, diabolical. Okay, write down that you have poisoned the cough syrup with glow stick.
Oh, God.
That leads
Hey,
me down to
your
only
stomach when
one
you drink
glow
that
stick.
stuff.
Is there any cologne in there?
Yes, there is cologne.
Oh, yeah. Give me that.
Okay. Add a bottle of Commonwealth cologne, medium high
you mean
quality.
uncommon Commonwealth cologne?
Okay, it is uncommon Commonwealth cologne.
Mr. GM, sir.
Yes.
My character sheet says one of my glow sticks is a missile.
God, stop!
Why does it say what? Why does it say that?
And you know if it's on there, she heard it from somewhere.
But it's not like a missile. People don't carry
It says
it's not
one
like a
of which is a missile.
Isn't it? Wait, it says it's a missile?
It literally says one of which is a missile.
I have
Cat,
no,
do you remember?
I have no
Do you
memory of a glow
remember-
stick missile.
Remember? Well, okay, you can't tell me you remember everything that happened in this game, right? I mean, come on.
Clearly I don't. You'd think I would
Okay.
remember a glow stick missile.
Extra juice.
I'm using the one that's not a missile because that might end badly if I
Yeah.
broke it.
Like, look,
Yeah.
here's what I'm thinking. If, in fact, one of your glow sticks is a missile, which is probably a sentence that has never been said before, I'm thinking it's like a rocket, you know, like a mini missile. It's not like, you know, you're not carrying
Oh my
around an
God.
ICBM in your pocket.
No, but what if she is? What if she had a whole pack of glow sticks and said, Gaston, can you make one of these a missile? And he said, yeah, I can. And then he literally put a missile in there that just has glow stick written on it. To where it's like the most obvious, like it's not a glow stick, but he just put a small ordnance in with her glow stick.
See, I like the other way around, where it's a glow stick and he just wrote in Sharpie missile on the side of it.
Missile. Well, yeah, but that would be, you know.
But yeah,
not fun.
Pods, I'm going to say that is a single-use explosive designed for use with a launching device of some kind, and it is not a strategic warhead. It is like a bazooka style thing. All right.
Okay.
So that's fine. Never pull that on me again. The missile is now documented. Does that have anything to do with
I'm
what we're
gonna
doing
find
right?
it. I'm gonna find the.
Yeah, find the missile. Find the missile by all means.
Actually, that was a much better idea. A glow
That's
stick
gonna
with
help
magic
me.
missile instead of just like an actual missile.
That makes way more sense. You crack it and it like fires magic missiles. I'd be much happier with that. It would make a lot more sense.
But we're not. How often on Coriander do we actually make sense? You know, we're kind of all over the place. We deal in Commonwealth dollars. We deal in real money. We deal in gold. Like,
All right, just track down
coins.
Hank McCarthy. All right. Do you want to join the Coriander Society again or not?
I do, and I'm walking through the. I've said like 3 times, "Let me walk through the door," and you keep stopping me.
I didn't stop you. Janessa had a question about glow stick missiles.
And we can all agree we're better for it. Now, can I open the door?
Yes, you can open the door. It's not locked. Go ahead and open the door. And furthermore, this latest batch of requisitions is going to nail down the fact that if he doesn't cooperate, he'll... What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on there, my boy. What happened to my static field?
Okay, so you have a static field up?
Yeah. We're peeking out. We're not just opening a freaking bathroom door. We heard voices. We're peeking out and giving a little, like, please don't look over here, juice.
Lieutenant, sir, I think you're hallucinating again. But, yes. This requisition bill is going to put hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hands of patriotic defense contractors. Now, if this Tosto man isn't going to cooperate, then I say we put some pressure on him. The general's so convinced of this new weapons program, well, we're going to bring down the wrath of the government on him. You see what I mean? Yes, sir. None of this science has been proven whatsoever. This conversation is going to continue, but it sounds like they're talking about trying to get Gaston to build them nukes. Although none of them use that word.
Ah. Also, I love how you got Lyndon V. Johnson, Andy Griffith, and slightly older Stan Lee to come cameo.
See, I was thinking that that's the guy from Iron Man 1 that says, I'm not Tony Stark.
Oh, Obadiah Stane?
No, not Obadiah Stane. When he yells at his dude and he's like, well, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not Tony Stark.
Oh, that guy. Oh, you really de-leveled this dude like massively. Yeah, that was scientist number 4.
Yeah.
The other 3 died in a horrible smelting accident.
It's true. But yeah, this is not General Sagomo's office. This is Johnson B. Lyndon's office. Lieutenant Johnson B. Lyndon.
Oh, you. Okay. Okay. Asena, how insane would it be if General Sagomo just walked out of this bathroom right now, nodded at the rest, and just kept going? What do you think about that?
Why would he not at the bathroom? Would he just use the bathroom?
No, I mean, like, if we walked out and I made an illusion that made it look like General Letitia Sagomo just waltzed out of this bathroom, just nodded, corporal, and then just kept on going.
That would be crazy. You have impersonated him before.
It's a great effect, yeah.
As long as he's not in that hallway.
True. Imagine if we walked by him and he looks at us walking by him and we just keep walking and he just keeps walking. He walks in this room and they go, wait a minute, didn't you just leave? And he goes, we have a security breach. And then he just starts running back all Terminator style and then we've got one Sagumo chasing the other Sagumo. And, you know, you've seen that movie, right?
Would you make Chester be the crow?
Ooh, that's a pretty good idea.
Your static field isn't good at covering an entire group in a complex animation, by the way. You're going to need to use something else for that.
Well, what if it was the entire group covered by an intense field that was made by a third level illusion spell, Major Image?
Then yes, absolutely, that would work.
Woo, baby. We're in business.
Do you want to use a major image to turn into the general and walk through like you just said?
I mean, I want to, but I want Asena's permission because I don't. It sounds like a foolhardy plan, like it's so crazy it just might work, or we could just rush in there, beat the crap out of these guys, and you know, keep stealth moding this.
Yeah, just okay. If you impersonate him, what am I gonna be?
Oh well, like we're both gonna be him, but like you know, like we'll stand next to each other, and he'll kind of be in the middle, splitting the difference. You know.
And we have to like shuffle down the hallway.
It'll be like Pacific Rim.
It would be like Pacific Rim. It's just that instead we wouldn't really be puppeting Sagomo. I would just make it look like there's a Sagomo kind of in the middle of our group, since I could basically make this whole room look like whatever the heck I wanted.
I have a better idea.
What's that?
Why don't we just knock them out and steal their clothes?
Yes, that's you know what that's plan 3.5, and I love it. Let's do it.
But you can knock him out as General Sagumo if you want.
Oh, like, God, General, why are you beating me up? And then boom, 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 and yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Be quiet. Shut your mouth.
Hey, mate, question. In the past, we've done things to where it's not actually us rolling a bunch of like attack rolls or you know, athletics checks. We've like made in the past some kind of weird like scene roll where it's like, yes, technically you can't knock someone out in one punch, but if you made like a check as part of that, you're taking it down as like a surprise attack knockout kind of a thing.
So Amazing Adventures 5e has a cinematic combat rule that allows you to do knockout punches. Yes.
Exactly.
If you want to bust in here and just bare knuckle these people.
Yes.
Okay.
We call upon the right of battle.
All right. And so as these three members of the military industrial complex are discussing their efforts to defeat the very bad Omelons overseas, who do need to have their asses kicked, a ominous shadow looms in the bathroom, concealed by an illusion, as John and Asena crack their knuckles and assume the "we are going to beat you to death" stance. Which is something that's going to happen when we return from a short break here on Coriander Society Adventures. Don't go anywhere, folks.